Hey traders, Shane from GMT Futures. Welcome back. I'm going to take you through our soybean strategy. Now, this is one that is trading live in the market. A number of our traders are running strategies on soybeans, and we've got a multi-system running on soybeans as well. So I'm going to preview today FT09, which is a intraday swing trading strategy. But I'm also going to have a look at a modification that was made to that system. So the system's been slightly modified, and how much of an improvement we can see from the modification. So just over 6 months, I'll just show you the stats over 3 months, the last 3 months. The last 3 months, this has produced over $9,000, 66% win rate, $192 average trade net profit, which is really good. Profit factor is 2.58. Now the max drawdown on this system is around about $1,287. So that's quite good. You can see there the equity graph tracking nicely. The periodic returns, really good. Weekly returns, very good. Now, one of our traders has actually made a couple of slight adjustments to this system and created a modified version of this strategy, which is running very, very well. So, even though this has been excellent real time in the market, trading nicely, this new strategy, which we'll be tracking going forward this week, is absolutely flying along as well. You can see there, if I look at the weekly stats, it's bringing some big numbers on a weekly basis, and so a lot of winning trades there, 100% efforts during those weeks. So that's what we want to see. We want to see higher win rates. So if we have a look at our stats on this one, the drawdown just pushes up slightly. So we've got a slightly higher drawdown, but the payoff is in the average trade net profit. 222 on the average trade net profit. You'll also notice that the win rate just drops slightly down to 54%. But your profit factor is up to 3.19, and the overall profit over that period is dramatically improved. So we almost triple the profit at 25k. So this is definitely one that we're going to be tracking going forward, the modified version. I'm going to give you a quick look now at the actual last 8 weeks of trading. If we look at these in the portfolio side by side on our tracking sheet, you'll see that FT09 modified has produced the most amount of money over that last 8 weeks, which is the last 2 months. The second best system, obviously, is the original version. So we're going to track those side by side. So had you have traded this multi-system that we have constructed here, some of these systems are very new, but had you have traded this multi-system over the last 8 weeks, there hasn't been a losing week. So that means that the portfolio structure of this multi-system is excellent, because it's really allowed us not to have a losing week over the last 8 weeks in our analysis. So going forward, this should be a really, really good multi-system to start trading or to track. So some of these systems are already being traded live in the market, which is fantastic. They've been very robust, and they're our strategies that are performing really, really well. So I'll be giving you an update once a week on our multi-system for soybean. But as I said, FT09 has definitely been the star performer as far as soybeans. Very, very good, very robust system. Okay, traders, so with soybeans, we know seasonally that mid-June is where things start to get fairly bearish on the soybeans market, and that's from our seasonal charts. Last 30 years of seasonal data shows us that things get really bearish, and we'll have a quick look at that now. You'll see it on these. So if we have a look at our seasonal charts from seasonalcharts.com, you'll see that things get very bearish on soybeans around about the middle of June. So we need to be ready for that, and obviously we get a bit of a rally up start of July, then again another very strong bearish run in July all the way down through to August. So we're kind of anticipating that we're going to get a potential sell-off, and that started to happen. We've got a nice little double top there on soybeans. You can see the volatility. We've graded the volatility down into 4 sections: very high, medium, and low, and we're getting into our lower volatility. So that means that certain systems are going to work better in periods of lower volatility, so we need to be cognizant of that as well. But based on our multi-system at the moment, our multi-system portfolio, FT09 is definitely our best performing strategy at this stage. So we'll just keep tracking that and make sure that we keep an eye on that, because That's definitely one of our better performing strategies. And it's also important to know what market direction you're in at the moment as well, because if we are trading a system with a long bias, which a couple of our systems do have, then if we're starting to see a selling market, then we need to re-explore the shorts. And we went through an example of that where our traders had one of our strategies had been running beautifully over the last 6 months on the long side. As you can see, we've got a long bias, and we've actually created a strategy to take advantage of short selling, or the selling period that's coming up. So, okay, traders, thanks for your time. Have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you on the next update. Cheers. Thanks for joining us today, traders. If you'd like to become part of our team in 2014, all you need to do is contact either myself or Luke at info@gmtfutures.com, and we can get you started pretty much straight away. So if you've always wanted to become a professional trader and you want to basically if you've always wanted to become a professional trader and you want to start using a high performance automated system, then definitely send us an email, info@gmtfutures.com or shane@gmtfutures.com, or you can either give us a call at 617-336-00875 and we can get you started straight away. So any questions, feel free to send them through. Otherwise, have a fantastic day, and I look forward to catching you on the next update. Cheers.